Indian Open. It actually it's a history, as you probably expect. The Indian Open, lots and lots of history. However, only became part of the European Tour last year. Increased prize pot, and it has to be said, it's a decent enough field this week. There's some decent players, decent European Tour players out there. But if you're looking for course form, it's actually being played at the Delhi Golf Club, and a lot of Indian tournaments have been played here over the years, won by players like Richard Karlberg, David Gleeson, Siddhika Raman, SSP Chaurasia, and also Anirban Lahiri last year. It's a tight par 72. It's tree lined, sub 7,000 yards, and it's all about scrambling putting. Its power does not overcome any of the course characteristics this week. You will not blast your way around here. It was interesting. Even Lahiri, who is a massive hitter, only averaged 278 from the tee last year when he won this. So you need to keep the drives in play as much as you can. But it's all about a red hot putter and some fantastic scrambling, because you are going to miss greens here. Very, very small Tiff Dwarf Bermuda green complexes. I will take you through, and as ever, Paul Williams has done his diligent work. He got a nice top 5 finish last week for Peter Uline. I will take you through Paul's published European Tour predictor model. I'll take you through the top 10, of course. You can come and run your own predictor model completely free of charge with all the free stats that we offer. Some really good free stats this week, because Paul's pulled together all of the previous tournaments that have been played here at the Delhi Golf Club, so you can get to see players that may be under the radar on the European Tour but of great course history. I'll take you through the top 10 of Paul's model. 10 is Peter Uline. Uline is available at 25 to 1 with 888 Sport. 9, the US Paul Peterson, 110 to 1 with Bet365. He's been backed in. 8, the aforementioned SSP Chaurasia, 40 to 1 with Sky Bet. 7, the Frenchman Romain Wattel, 40 to 1 with Tote Sport. I have to point out this week, Tote Sport have got some amazing golf prices both on the European Tour and on the PGA Tour. Worth a check. 6, the amiable Aussie Brett Rumford, 25 to 1 with Sky Bet. Let's take you into the top 5. Alejandro Canizares, 66 to 1 with Ladbrokes. That's a big price on Canizares. 5, defending champion Anirban Lahiri, 8 to 1 with 888 Sport. Going to hop on a jet, go from Delhi straight across to Austin, Texas for the World Match Play next week. 3, the Aussie Wade Ormsby, another course winner here, 66 to 1 with Tote Sport. 2, Marcus Fraser, a winner early in the season, 80 to 1 with Tote Sport. And number 1, another course winner, Siddhika Raman, 80 to 1 with Tote Sport. So Raman, Fraser and Ormsby are the top 3 of this week's predictor model. 80 to 1, 18 to 1 and 66 to 1 respectively. Of course, golf betting tips into Google, that will find us. Golf betting system into Google, you will find us. Let me take you through Paul's picks for the week. It's an interesting golf course. It is tight. It's very classical. You really do need someone with a red-hot short game. And I can see Paul's logic completely here. He's going Brett Rumford, 2 points each way, 25 to 1 with Sky Bet for the Aussie. Interestingly enough with Rumford, a couple of years ago when Adam Scott won the Masters, they're close friends. In fact, Adam Scott was telling the world's media a couple of weeks ago after his victory at Doral that his new putting stroke and the way that he holds the putter is all down to Brett Rumford, his close mate. Rumford, going back to the original story, won 2 back-to-back titles on the European Tour in 2014 after Scott went on his number one in the world form, and he obviously captured his first major at Augusta. So Rumford this week, we all know he's a short game expert. He's been playing well this season, lost a lot of weight, a lot fitter, a number of top 10s this year, played extremely well in Perth a few weeks ago, which was interesting because he was 4th for total driving there and 10th for ball striking, which isn't his game. So Brett Rumford, 2 points each way, 25 to 1 with Sky Bet. He loves Bermuda grass greens. Next up, a player that finished third here last year. It's Priad Mark Sang. So Paul's going with 888 Sport here. 1.5 points to win at 40 to 1. And then in their top, in their place market, he's going 1.5 points to place at 8 to 1 with 888 Sport. Mark Sang playing some great golf as a 50-year-old. He's won all over the world. Paul was tempted to go with him last week in Thailand, but sure enough, the course was all about the Bombers last week. But Mark Sang finished a very competitive 14th, and he's been playing well out in Asia. So Priad Mark Sang, third here last year, 1.5 points to win at 40 to 1, and 1.5 points to place at 8 to 1 with 888 Sport. If you're looking for a couple of bigger prices, here are a couple of 66 to 1 shots, both with Bet Victor. Alejandro Canizares, a point each way at 66 to 1. And Jason Scrivener, the same price, a point each way. Scrivener, a talented Aussie who's been playing far better this year after qualifying for the European Tour. One to watch out for. He was third in Perth a few weeks ago. So Jason Scrivener, a talented lad. And Alejandro Canizares, Paul's been tipping him up quite a lot this year. Since a decent run over on the golf swing. He loves tight golf courses. He's an affiliate member at Valderrama, which hosts the Spanish Open this year, which is something to be excited about. Canizares, great on short tracks. You might remember he won the Trophy Hassan Dur in 2014, beat Andy Sullivan there by 5 shots. A great player, great putter. Started to putt well last week in Thailand. The golf course was always going to be far too long for him. This is going to be right up his alley. So Jason Scrivener and Alejandro Canizares, a point each way for both of them at 66 to 1 with Bet Victor. Priad Mark Sang, 1.5 points to win at 40 to 1 and 1.5 points to place at 8 to 1 with 888 Sport. Brett Rumford, 2 points each way, 25 to 1 with Sky Bet. That is the Hero Indian Open, covered by Paul Williams at Golf Betting System. Plenty of detail, as ever, in his preview. Come and have a look. Let's cross to Florida, shall we? The last event of the Florida Swing. It's interesting, the Arnold Palmer Invitational. Bay Hill, synonymous, obviously, with Tiger Woods, 8 times a winner here. I've landed Tiger a couple of times here. Not that I'm proud of it. 8 to 1. That was his first PGA Tour win, you remember, after quite a long time. He'd won at Sherwood in the winter, came here, won at 8 to 1 after going WD at Doral. Then the year after that, I was on him at 3 to 1. So I've had a couple of winners here with the Woods, and it's the kind of setup where the cream of the crop often comes to the top. I was on Stenson last year at 10 to 1, should have won. Opened the door with a stone cold putter in the final round for our friend Matt Every. 300 to 1 you could have got him last year. Year before that, 66 to 1. The 3-peat is on for Matt Every. People are getting stuck into him, priced up at 100 to 1. First thing on Monday, that's all gone. So Matt Every certainly being well back this week. However, the fact of the matter is with the Arnold Palmer Invitational, it's one of these invitational status tournaments, so it's a bit like Colonial, RBC Heritage. You get a 3-year exemption on the PGA Tour and the Players' Championship if you win one of these. But the actual field this year disappoints me. As we said, McIlroy, Scott. We've also got Stenson, Rose, Kuchar's there, Jason Day is there. 14 to 1 now, Jason Day. He's been playing so poorly and struggles on Bermuda greens, as we said. Matsuyama's there, but if you then look under that, we've got the Dell World Match Play next week. The tournament isn't as strong as it is. It was interesting. Bubba Watson was scheduled to play here right up until the cut-off on Friday. Then he tweeted pictures of him and his son with Arnold Palmer, and all of a sudden he wasn't playing. So it looks like he went to see Arnold, said he wasn't up for it. Tends to suggest he's really keeping things nice and tight for Augusta in a few weeks, and who can blame him? That's one of the things that worries me about Adam Scott this week. Could go second, first, and first again this. Is that really that likely? I know that Jason Day went very well last year. He went, didn't he? 3 wins in very close succession. Rory McIlroy's done it before. But Adam Scott, surely, for me, damages his chances of winning at Augusta if he wins again this week. I just think he might throttle off. So, let me take you through this week's predictor model. Of course, I'm not putting anybody off backing him. He's a quality player who's playing particularly well right now. But, and he's also number 2 in our predictor model. I said earlier, Tote Sport and Bet365 outstanding this week on the PGA Tour if you're looking for pure price. 10 Ryan Palmer, 80 to 1 with Sky Bet. Don't forget 6 places each way. Bet 10, get £40 of free bets if you may open an account via Golf Betting System. 9, Paul Casey, 50 to 1 with Victor Chandler. Bet Victor if you're very, very quick. 8, Mark Leishman, 50 to 1 with Bet365. 7, Matt Kuchar, 40 to 1 with Tote Sport. 6, Justin Rose, 16 to 1 with Bet365. Top of the top 5. 5 is Stenson, 14 to 1 with Tote Sport. 4, Kevin Kisner, 55 to 1 with Bet365. 3 is GMAX, 66 to 1 with Tote Sport. 2, Adam Scott, 8 to 1 with Bet365. And number 1 is Rory McIlroy, 6 to 1 with Bet365. So as you heard there, Bet365 Tote Sport outstanding on price this week on the Arnold Palmer Invitational. I've pulled together my usual betting preview, loads and loads and loads of statistics on there, loads of insight. I'm going for the following 4 players. I can't resist, I really can't resist it. People saying that, for me, McIlroy's playing better than he was 12 months ago when he came here. Bay Hill, he was 13 to 2 here last year on course debut. 6 to 1 for me is a big, big price. I know it's not, but for Rory McIlroy in his current form, I think it's great. I think if the wind didn't howl 30, 35 miles an hour plus at Doral a few weeks ago, he wins that golf tournament. It dried the course. He struggled. Played very well at Riviera while the course was soft. As soon as that started to dry, went backwards. The course looks like it's quite green this week. Thunderstorms